Make sure you turn in. This is a side scroller exclusive.
We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and of course, most important, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy Tuesday to you. Are you ready for a big-ass whopper of a day? You are? Oh, man, me too. I'll tell you what, we got a lot to talk about, and the Assassin's Creed reviews are being released today, probably literally right now as the show is starting. We're going to have a full rundown for you guys because embargo is broken. But first and foremost, speaking of broken, hi, Blabs.
I'm not broken. I'm just fine today. Thank you very much. But honestly, just skip me. Let them in. Let them in.
What? No. We need to do our crosstalk.
Wow.
All right. Joining us today. Look, I want to give you credit where credit's due. This fine young lady, Blabs, she said, hey, Flawd is coming. Phillip is coming. Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming. So what's the next best thing to do?
Discount.
Have an entire Assassin's Creed Shadows celebration. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our Black Samurai. Yes, Super.
I love it. How you doing, man?
Thank you for having me.
Are you ready to bust some ass?
I am. In the name of my people, Japan.
That's good. In the name of your people. That's excellent. Well,
who are your people?
Japan.
Right.
Japanese, clearly.
Well, do-rag samurai. We're glad you're with us. Also joining us today might be Chinese, might be Japanese.
They're all the same.
Vietnamese.
We're all one. Black, Japanese, Chinese, Korean.
Might be black. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, the girl from Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Do you speak?
Hello, woman.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Good to see you.
He's like, I can't see anyone, though.
No. Holy. Oh, man. I'm dying. I'm freaking dying already.
Yeah, man. It's not 2020. You can take your mask down. It's okay.
Oh, perfect. I can get back to my soul food.
Jeez.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey. Damn. Just saying. Hey, by the way, guys, this bit cost over $100. I just want to let you know that. These fucking costumes, man. I'll tell you what. Better hit that fucking Montez goal today or get a couple Side Scrollers Plus members. Oh, my God. We're investing in content over here. Holy shit.
I should have ate it with chopsticks.
You should have. In retrospect, to 30 seconds ago. Yeah, we probably should have got you a watermelon or two because those are in the game.
Are they?
Yeah, those are in the game. Yes,
Nice.
yes. Just saying, like, it's incredibly appropriate. But in case you can't tell, today is our big Assassin's Creed Shadows almost release date, where we certainly will not, without a 100%, will not be criticizing to the point of getting sued by the Ubisoft lawyers. We'll only be telling hard truths today And we certainly will not call the developers pee-pee or poo-poo heads.
And we
at
won't
any
be
moment.
hard R's either.
No
Damn.
hard R's unless it comes from one of the ninjas below.
I can't even say hard R. I can't. I don't want to get the channel demonetized.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Flawd. So look, I'm glad you guys are on for the ride today. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and let's hit our damn Montez goal today. We got a new Montez goal, 20 yellow supers, as always. That's where we're going. We also would like to invite you guys over to Side Scrollers Plus, where we have some spectacular things to share with you. That is where you take the next step, and you will be rewarded greatly for your patronage of Side Scrollers and your belief in what we have going on over there. Blabs has a special video for you today, and it's about her snake.
It's true. It's about my snake. So
You have a snake?
Well, you
Is
have
it
to
a
watch the
corn snake?
video. You have to watch the video to understand.
Is that the tank right there behind you? Oh, that's just a table. Okay, forget
Oh yeah.
You have to go to sidescrollersplus.com to
It
learn
may
more.
or may not have to do with a venomous snake.
Oh, okay. Nice.
We also have Blabs reacting to WWE sus moments sent over by Henry Davis, which we actually have a nice little teaser, just a quick 9-second clip of that fun for you guys, for you to check out. To be clear, do you know who this is?
I think that's Cody Rhodes.
My kids turn me on.
What? His kids turn him on?
What?
So you can find more of that fun over at Side Scrollers Plus. Use promo code PLUS as a discount for your annual membership over there. Make today the day where you make that step and support your boys and girls over there. There you go. There's your promo code down there.
My
Also,
kids turn me on.
yeah. Also,
That's crazy.
in addition to that fun find content, we also have a nice little March Madness thing going on over there at Side Scrollers Plus. Now, that is free for everybody. You just got to become a member over there. You'll see, as you scroll down, you'll see a big old post where you can go in and become get in the tournament. The winner will get a free year of Plus. So if you're a free member over there, awesome. You win the bracket, you get a free year of Plus. And if you don't want to wait that long, we actually have a bigger discount for you. You use promo code MARCH this week only. You get an entire year for only $68, which is the number of teams that are in the NCAA tournament. So you can have some fun and once again support your boys and girls over there. All right, like I said, we got a big one today. Like Blabs' snake, we are going to be talking about
Huge.
Assassin's huge. We got the Assassin's Creed information going down with the reviews, which Blabs keep an eye out for that. The embargo is being lifted. I bet they just were lifted at 11 a.m. our time. We're going to get into them being pissed about possibly suing people who are upset at them for harassment. We are going to get into this Mark Rober Tesla controversy, which we wanted to yesterday. We didn't get a chance to get to there. And boys, I'm genuinely kind of excited about this. We may get into the JFK stuff as well, because that's supposed to be dropping later this afternoon, they said.
Ooh.
So we'll get to that a little bit later. But first, we always like to start the show with Today in Gaming History, Blab. So please knock our socks off.
Well, we'll see about that one. Okay, everybody. March 18th is Splatterhouse 3 releasing in 1993. We have Clock Tower 3 releasing in 2003. And then we have Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes releasing in 2008. Yay!
Okay. So
I know you're disappointed. Go on.
some noticeable games that you missed today. Now, Splatterhouse, cool. Third one, But some noticeable games that you missed today. 31 years ago in 1994, Streets of Rage 3 was
Yeah, but that was Japan.
for the
Streets of
Sega.
Rage is lit.
So good.
Also, 26 years ago in the arcade, Metal Slug X was released in the arcade. Also, this is probably the biggest one. I got a couple of big ones today. 21 years ago for the PlayStation 2, Blabs, you would fucking love this game. Katamari Damacy was released 21 years ago. You play a little spaceman who rolls around everything up into a bowl, into balls. That's the entire game. And it's the most fucking fun thing in the world. It's
Really?
awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
Katamari is crazy. Yeah.
I never heard it.
Really fun.
Interesting.
Katamari Damacy is spectacular, and the music is great, and there's a guy with a spaceman wearing a crotch plate. It's great. It's awesome. Everything about it is great.
It's probably
You
not
had me
Assassin's
at
Creed.
crotch plate.
I know. Here, Black. Here's a trailer. They did this thing for this Switch called Katamari Damacy Reroll several years ago. Let me just show you a few seconds of this because, by the way, we're not done with the games that were spectacularly released today. Here you go. Check this out real quick, Blabs. See what you think.
I love the music.
It's a fever dream.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'd like this.
I don't get it.
You just roll shit up in a bowl. I love
right.
it. It's like that
Yeah.
game where you're a dog and you get everything covered in mud. It's like the same type of concept.
Yes. And the entire premise of this is that you start super duper small, you're tiny, and then over time you're rolling up buildings. Like
I'm down.
You would love it. It's such a Blabs game. It's crazy. And the soundtrack is fun. It's pretty iconic. So you would love Katamari. That was released 21 years ago for the PlayStation 2. Also 21 years ago. This is now I think you can find this now on Nintendo Switch Online. Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventure, which that was pretty damn cool back then. And let's see, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2,
Yep,
released
I remember that.
17 years ago. Yakuza 4, released 15 years ago.
W.
So there's that. And 11 years ago, Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z was released for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. You mentioned Metal Gear Solid 5 as well. Final Fantasy X and X2 HD remaster 11 years ago. Shit, today was a pretty damn big day for video games.
It was.
Yes. Here we go. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Glad you're with us. We're going to hit our Montez goal today. And by the way, I wanted to change it up a little bit. The top...
Is my mic still echoing?
No, you're good now, I think.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Okay.
Top Super Chatter of the day gets to pick the Montez. I like it. Let's do that. Craig's Link came in with a 5 on Plus. Says, I missed out yesterday's show, but that's because I was third in line to meet the Hulkster and Jimmy Hart at a local grocery store. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Nice. Congratulations. Hopefully you got a nice picture. Didn't cost you too much. Bentley came in with the 10, says, go ahead. Go ahead, Phillip.
Hero side scroller. Phillip is my second favorite Asian after my Asian wife. Mino call for a black man. He make terrible music and complain too much. Hashtag China the number one.
Thank you, Bentley.
It's crazy how I'm no one's favorite Asian. That's pretty disrespectful.
I'm with you on that. And I think it's actually extremely disrespectful for sure. Kill Caustic says, Craig, just want to let you know that you look funny and Blab sounds weird. Don't sue me. I will actually contact the Side Scrollers lawyers immediately and let them know I will be suing you for more than your $10 super chat. Just want to let you know that. New York Giants fan says, Dad joke of the day. I wondered why the baseball was getting closer and closer. And then it hit me.
Look how angry Flawd is. He just looks so angry and disappointed in that statement.
He does.
Stoicism.
See, stoic. That's good.
Stoic.
Mercenary
You
came
got
in
as a
with
samurai.
5. Says, used to celebrate Assassin's Creed by playing Yasuke Simulator. It's only proper. Yes, you will see Yasuke Simulator gameplay.
It's Yasuke.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yasuke Simulator
Thank
gameplay in the next couple days over on Plus, which is great. Lacey Media Production says, I have no idea what I'm watching, but Flawd's the GOAT, so I'm here for it. Let's go. Hey,
Thank you, Lacey.
Lacey.
I need
Great
to
to
bow,
meet you,
actually. I don't know
Craig.
why I saluted.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, why don't you bow to Lacey like you should?
Thank you, Lacey.
There we go.
Domo arigato.
Lacey, welcome to Side Scrollers. I'm glad you're here. Raptor came in, says, who's the master? Did you get that reference?
Yeah, I think that dragon.
Leroy. Leroy. I am the master. Who's the master? God,
Love that movie.
David says, we got to celebrate our differences. That's right. Thank you, David. This looks like a team of Mortal Kombat.
I mean, I can see it. Shredder. I look like Shredder a little bit. Team Shredder. I can see it. Mortal Kombat. Shao Kahn, maybe.
Discount Assassin's Creed.
All right, bro. If anything, I'm the real one.
Oh, man. Mario says, I'm here for Assassin's Creed Rush Hour. Oh, Harriet Tubman is here, Blabs.
That samurai boy eating that banana the long way. Pity gay. Felicia Phil went full cover Sharia. Shit. Gang subs out.
Thanks, Harriet.
What's gay about eating a banana, taking big
The
bites?
long way.
You got to get as much as you can. Potassium.
You stick as much as you can in your mouth and down your throat. It's pretty gay. You know, so.
It's all going in the same place. You know what I mean? However I get.
ADDF Toxic came in and says, I saw someone playing Punch-Out this morning, and all I could think about was Montez. Let's go. Well, maybe we'll get there today. And once again, the top supporter of the day will get to pick Montez, assuming we get there. But I'll tell you what, Delta has a pretty big lead right now, as Delta came in with Blabs a $50 direct donation. Thank you so much for that, Delta. It says, happy Ask Creeds week, everyone. Flawed is right. If it weren't for Yasuke's in America, Japan wouldn't exist today. After the great gaming crash, let that go down in the history books. Also, let the lady in the hijab know that she looks good without a mask.
I can't be out without my. I can't go outside without Yasuke with me.
That's right.
Facts.
Yeah.
Gotta keep him away from the windows.
I'm the
Delta
pimp.
over here looking at Phil going, you got a pretty mouth.
Oh man.
Damn, Delta. That's messed up. Oh my God. Okay, we got Bush and Rio Cat came in and says, Craig, please read this. A quiz for Blabs only. Who was Kevin Butler? A porn star. B, an ad character for PlayStation. C, a New York spokesman for marijuana. And for Montez, A, B, or C, Blabs.
Keep your hands up, because I know you're gonna Google it.
No, if you hear me Googling, you can hear. I can't get away with that.
Okay.
I don't actually know, so I'm gonna guess he was a character for PlayStation.
You are correct, Blabs.
Oh,
congratulations.
I thought it was a bit familiar. I'm like, okay, maybe he is a porn star. I wouldn't know. But no, I went for PlayStation.
I knew for sure he wasn't a porn star.
His flaws like, I got all their names down pat.
I know all the information.
So Kevin Butler was the best mascot for PlayStation. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to pull this up on the internet, Bush and Rio Cat. Here is Kevin Butler. It was a full campaign for PlayStation, Blabs, and he was the VP of everything.
Dear PlayStation, I know in God of War 3 you're this Kratos guy seeking vengeance against the gods, but since my boyfriend got it, he's been totally ignoring me.
Okay. Oh. Okay, hold on.
Hello?
Thanks for coming.
God of War 3, rated M for mature.
It's a good ad.
It is a good ad. It's a great ad. Yeah.
I feel like PlayStation's done pretty good ads, right? Like, weren't they the ones who like trolled Xbox too? With like, this is how you share like games or whatever, and they just handed each other a copy. Yeah.
Fucking
They used to have a genius stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Kevin Butler, I think like at one point he actually came out on stage at E3, and he's just an actor. You've seen him in a number of different, he's like the guy from that thing, you know, that you see in a lot of stuff. And his best role was Kevin Butler. Awesome. We could do it. Actually, Blabs, I think that would be really, really fun. There's actually 40 minutes. There's all commercials and trailers on YouTube. There's 40 minutes of Kevin Butler ads for you, for us to watch over on Plus, which will be great. All right. Let's get into it, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. Hard News. Today is a great day. I'm going to tell you this right now because we, friends, have been blessed by an update to the greatest app on your iPhone and or Android. Nintendo Music saw an update today, friends, with 3 new games added, quite possibly some of the best soundtracks on the original Nintendo Entertainment System and the Game Boy. We have Tetris for the Game Boy, Tetris for the NES, and Dr. Mario for the NES. Do you guys have any memories of these tunes right here? No. Okay. What about you, Phillip?
A little bit. Like I know the Dr. Mario like music from when I used to play it, and also plays it a lot on Smash.
Okay, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, you do. This is Chill from Dr. Mario. Yes, I am playing this on my Nintendo Music app. And yes, it is the best. Do you know this is a 4-minute long song? They composed a full song for this. Spectacular.
Yeah, they should go all out. Didn't Michael Jackson do some music for something? One of
Sonic
those
3.
games, right? Sonic, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
cool. I didn't know that.
Yes, it was like a shadow thing where he didn't want to get credit for it, didn't want to get paid for it, like legally. There were some rules around that. But yes, also now here, this is the big question, Blabs. We have 3 different types of music here, and this is very controversial. You get to pick your favorite here. This is all from the Tetris on the Nintendo Entertainment System. We have 3 different types of music. Music 1. Okay, there's 1.
That's a banger.
Music 2.
I don't remember this one.
I like 1 so far better.
I like 1 too.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, and number 3.
What? I don't know. This sounds like Flawd getting like spaced out on marijuana or something. Like, wow, look at everything, just chilling and all that.
All right,
That'd be a
which
good
one?
vibe.
Which one, Blabs? Which one do you like?
1. I like 1. That's the classic.
1 is the classic. Yes. Chat. What about you guys? 1, 2, or 3? You heard them all right there. Me personally, I like 3 because
He likes being spaced out.
It reminded me of Metroid. Speaking of space, because I played Metroid and Tetris, and I just felt like an adventure. You know, it's kind of spacey and stuff. Although all 3 of them are classics, absolute classics. So, anyways, you can download those right now, or actually, you don't even. They just show up on your app. It's the fucking best. I love it. So, they update this thing. It seems like once or twice a week. And there's beautiful thing about music is that specifically video game music is just like it's fucking endless. Specifically when it comes to Nintendo. Nintendo music is there's so much nostalgia tied to it. So I love it. I love it. So you can find that right now. And someone's like, is this a Nintendo ad? Yes, I fucking love Nintendo. All right. Fuck you. How's that sound? All right. Blabs, for some reason, wanted to show this video to Flawd and see what he had to say about this.
Correct.
I'm just going to tell you this right now. Kind of awkward, but let's check it out.
That's already kind of crazy. Tanig is already kind of crazy. Without the A, it's already a crazy name. But I would have probably did the same thing. To be honest. That's the
Chat's like, is that Phillip?
Yeah, me with my Luigi Mangione outfit, right?
That's what we do as samurais. We go find things like that and deface them.
You know what's amazing about this is I just did a quick search of this, and this is actually a real person.
Tanig?
What's that?
Tanig?
Tanig.
Nick, go ahead.
Yes. No, because as soon as I say it, someone's going to take something else I said and slice it together.
Hopefully.
Yes. So yes.
Right after I eat the banana.
This is actually a progressive agent.
Oh no, what an insurance. Call Beep Insurance.
I don't want to scroll down because it'll give you his phone number. But yeah, that's actually a real person.
Nick is crazy.
It'd be a lot different if his name was Brandon. Just saying. Anyway, well, thank you for that, Blabs and Flawed, which is excellent.
Happy to help.
That's good. That's good.
Damn.
God, that's wonderful. So it looks like the embargo ends in 34 minutes. Okay, so coming up at noon, we're gonna have the Assassin's Creed.
It would appear that way for now, yeah, because there's nothing out yet.
Excellent. Okay, we got some other big news here coming up a second. But first, Joey came out of the tin, so I would love to see if they added the Gradius 3 soundtrack on the Nintendo Music apps. They also should add the music for Contra. Yes.
Contra will be good.
Really good stuff right there. Really good. Flying Dutchman says Tetris DX Music C, Type C is my favorite. Not familiar with that one, but I know I can play it right now on my Switch, so maybe I'll go check it out. Honey Badger says, Blaz, I'm pretty sure your N-word pass is expiring, so you should probably use it on today's show.
My N-words. Right, Flawed?
Yep.
Just adjusting? What's going on?
Just making a bit of an adjustment.
Okay.
Need to freshen up. It's fine.
All right. Let's get to this. Now, a lot of people are really obsessed about, obviously, the Epstein list and everything and how that wasn't really released. They released some information and such. For me personally, I am way more infatuated with the JFK list and the JFK details. And we saw this yesterday where President Trump came out and he announced this. Let's see. Hopefully you can hear it. Let me make sure you can hear it because I had a message that said it stopped working. 1 second. He announced some major news. Let's see what he had to say.
But while we're here, I thought it would be appropriate. We are tomorrow announcing and giving all of the Kennedy files. So people have been waiting for decades for this. And I've instructed my people that are responsible, lots of different people, put together by Tulsi Gabbard. And that's going to be released tomorrow. We have a tremendous amount of paper. You've got a lot of reading. I don't believe we're going to redact anything. I said, just don't redact. You can't redact. But we're going to be releasing the JFK files. And that would be tomorrow. Do you have anything else to add to that, Carolyn? So that's a big announcement. They've been waiting for that for decades. Then I said during the campaign I'd do it, and I'm a man of my word. So tomorrow you have the JFK files. What time will they be released? Tomorrow afternoon. Okay.
Have you seen what's in the files?
I've heard about them.
Was there
It's going to be very interesting.
was there an executive summary supplied to you, President?
No, I'm not doing summaries. You'll write your own summaries. It's many pages. Is it 80,000 pages? Approximately 80,000 pages. So it's a lot of stuff. And you'll make your own determination.
So later today, we're going to get all the information the government has, 80,000 pages about one of the craziest, most influential, game-changing moments in not just American history, but world history, where a president was gunned down in the streets of Dallas, which Blabs was at last week.
2 weeks ago, doing the whole thumbs up, thumbs down.
So let's start there first and foremost.
Blabs shot Kennedy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I went back in time and totally took out someone I didn't actually have a grudge against.
That's a show. James Franco starred in it.
And it was great. That show was awesome. 11/22/63. Yes, that was a great show.
Now, I'm all about justice for Rosemary Kennedy instead, to be honest. So, yeah.
Rosemary Kennedy.
Yeah, his sister, who basically got a brain biopsy because she was too wild and sleeping around, and basically her father and like John's father went behind the wife's back and had her like brain picked apart to basically where she was like brain damaged and she had to relearn how to speak and walk and all this stuff, and they just sent her away so she wouldn't be in the eyes of JFK and all that stuff and like damper his politics, and they basically like sent her away and like ignored her.
Imagine Trump did that. He'd be out of here.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll say this.
Wild.
Yeah.
In a kind of the same way, JFK also had a lobotomy. Just they were also
Just a different version for sure. But one of them survived and the other one didn't. So yeah, I'm
This
very
is
much like
messy.
justice for Rosemary
Yeah.
because that's awful. You basically brain damaged your child for politics.
Well, I'll say this. That's great, and by great I mean horrific. But I'm interested in the JFK files, right? Because I think this is one of I lived in Dallas pretty much my entire life. Dallas is known as the city that killed a president or whatever, right? That's kind of where
I've been there. It's a nice city though.
it is a nice city, yes. But
Dallas
I'll
is
tell you what,
nice.
Blabs, when we went down there, we went down to the 6th floor museum when you were down here, and what do they have on the street, Blabs?
They had a bunch of X's.
Brains.
Well, 2 X's. No, not brains. It would be kind of hard after X amount of years. X
Still there
intended.
somewhere.
But yeah, there's 2 X's for where he was shot.
Yeah, there's X's on the ground where the bullets hit, and it's crazy. It's really bizarre, but they've talked about releasing these for a long time, and 80,000 pages is a long time. I mean, someone's going to take it and put it into ChatGPT and have it skim it and give it like a TLDR really, really quick. But are you guys as interested about this as I am, or do you guys think anything's going to come from this at all? Or is
It
this
was
just,
a few years ago, but now I know it's the government, so I don't care. I know it's the
Yeah.
CIA. Like
I'm pretty interested too. But I have a feeling it's going to be like heavily redacted, even though he says not. I think it's going to be redacted, and we already know it's like like people are saying that Oswald wasn't the actual shooter; he was like the fall guy or something. So we're not sure what's going to happen, but we'll see.
I just personally, for me, this has been one of those great mysteries, and I've always been fascinated by it because I've been by all these key places that are historical prominence, whether it's the theater, the Texas Theater, whether it's like all this. It's very close to home for me, even though I wasn't around at all when this happened. But just hearing about this, and like people don't understand that JFK was like 9/11 before 9/11, and that it was a moment in time that you remember where you were. And I remember my parents talking about that at length, like just like I talked to my kids about 9/11 or these crazy moments in our life that or COVID or whatever. They talk about the JFK assassination the exact same way, where time stopped and they go, holy shit, the world just changed. And I think that's why I'm most interested in it, is because I personally feel that's when, like, I think the things were rolling a certain way with the United States government, but I think when JFK was shot and killed, I think that's when everything took over and the deep state really, really took grasp. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
So,
I actually have a story. My dad remembers it like clear as day. He was a young kid when it happened, and they basically sent everybody home from school. And he just remembers like the cleaning lady at his house just crying her eyes out, what ironing, and everyone was just like depressed as hell. And everyone was crying.
Yeah, I mean, for those of us who were alive during, like I said, 9/11, I guarantee we all felt the exact same way. We're like, you're just standing there in shock and disbelief of like, what the fuck is happening right now? So yeah, I don't know. For me, this is very, not going to say important, but I'm very anxious to see what becomes of this. And if anything,
I think it's all going to be redacted.
I mean, he said he didn't want to redact.
They also said they were going to release the Epstein files, and we still haven't seen jack shit.
Well, I think the Epstein stuff will come. I do. But just like they said, they released the JFK stuff, and that was 4 or 5 weeks ago. I think it'll take time. I think the JFK thing or the Epstein thing is going to cause everything to fall. I think the entertainment complex is going to just shatter as soon as that is released, because all these people that you see as good people are going to be seen the opposite way. It'd be like, I was watching this guy talk about LeBron James, right? LeBron James, if you know anything about performance enhancing drugs, is on steroids, right? There's no way a guy who's 40 years old should be doing what he's doing, right? It's never been done before, his body anyways. But he's also like the NBA's
highest score. So anybody coming out and be like, LeBron James on steroids, the entire house of cards would fall for the NBA. And that's the same way with entertainment, where all of a sudden, your favorite actor that you've liked forever is on this list, and you realize that he's a fucking sleazeball and you've been lied to. And this was, one of the most charming guys in the world. All of a sudden, he's a giant piece of shit who's a kid diddler. And, it's just the entire thing, the entire deck falls. And I do think it's too late for that, for the JFK files. But it's going to be very interesting to see what comes of that, if anything. Have we waited 62 years to get nothing, just 80,000 pages of crap. So
there's the X.
There it is.
It's crazy.
It's very bizarre when you go. Have either of you guys been down there in downtown Dallas?
I've been to Dallas, but I've never been like outside in Dallas. I went to I drove through it.
We're gonna need to bring you in, and the JFK thing is something I feel like everybody who comes to Dallas needs to see or wants to see. So we'll.
Yeah, I want to go. Never been. Only been to San Antonio.
We'll get you up here. We'll do it.
San Antonio is a shithole.
Yes. San Antonio is a shithole. Agreed. Houston is the armpit of Texas. San Antonio is a shithole. And El Paso is Mexico. Congratulations. There you go.
Facts. And Austin is weird.
Jonathan says, it's not as Assassin's Creed has competition this week in video games. Oh, right. Xenoblade Chronicles is coming out on the Switch tomorrow. That's right. We'll see how they perform against each other.
It's going to be such a great week because even Snow White is coming out as well. What a great week.
A lot of content.
Yeah. If you're going to cover the JFK files, you need to invite Mark Grobert, a JFK researcher who runs the largest JFK podcast on the air, America Untold Stories, also knows a ton of comedians. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Yeah. Probably a little late to the game to get invited or have him on our show, considering the JFK files drop in about a couple hours.
Yeah, but he's gonna have his hands full.
Yeah, for sure. Bentley says, as much as I appreciate Flawed and Phillip trying to represent our fellow ninjas, but Chris Farley as Beverly Hills Ninja was peak ninja. Even Luke Payne had to admire his mad skills. For Montez, thank you very much.
I love that movie.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Ninja is great.
He did his own stunts, Chris Farley, during the final fight. Yeah, the cartwheel and everything, the actual martial arts, near the end where he actually kicks a bunch of people's butts. Yeah,
nice.
Also, Dirtus King came in and says Final Fantasy X2 got too much backlash back in the day. It was enjoyable and returned the class-changing aspect of X2 from Final Fantasy 3. JP and other older games. Plus, Titus wasn't in it at all that much. It deserves more love. Thanks, Dirtus King. Appreciate that. We have the Mark Grober covers Rosemary Kennedy too. There you go. Now we're knowing. We got this from Modest says, hey, a bada bing. What's up, dogs? Nice to see Rush Hour on the show. You guys is dope. Word. Ching chong bing bong.
Crazy.
And Don Blabina. Arrivederci, mi amicis.
Yeah, Mika's, that's what it says. That's fine.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you didn't say the word before that either, right?
Commodore, I'm a big Tetris fan, but most of the time I just mute the games, put on my own soundtrack with headphones, and zone out for high scores. Been doing it for decades. Ranger George says, yeah, JFK's sister was lobotomized, and it was even kept secret from some of the family too. Awful. Know what's not awful though? Montez.
What a stretch from Montez to Rosemary.
Being lobotomized to Montez. There we go.
Yeah. Jesus.
Joey says, why does Flawed look like a black Fred Flintstone?
Crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Hold on.
I'm a real samurai, and you're over here disrespecting me.
That's tough.
I look like I'm in church, though. I'm not gonna lie, from the bottom half.
I like it. Okay, hold on. I do want to go side by side comparison here, Flawed. Just so we're on the same page. We have Flawed here. And actually, if you want to sit down, Flawed, that'd be great. Just so we get a side by side. And then we have, get this right, Flawed.
That's crazy. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close.
I agree. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Kind of
even
insulting.
close.
I'm just being very
Do you know
honest.
what Phillip
And you
kind of
paid to
reminds
say
me
that?
of? Phillip kind of reminds me of the Fall Guys. Because it's just a little face and then it's like a little body.
The dark Teletubby.
Look, I out of all the ninjas, all right, I would be I'll probably be more Noob Saibot, which is the Bihan, right? It's
Okay.
because I'm actually a Chinese ninja warrior. All right. It's look.
Noob Saibot's amazing. One of my
Yeah.
favorite characters.
Wow. The more you know.
All right, let's go move on to this next story. Now, we've talked about the differences between Eastern culture and Western culture. And one of the most, I don't know, probably one of the most fun games for me is I love playing Smash Brothers. I think Smash Brothers is super fun, whether you think it's a fighting game or a party game. I'm of the party game variety where I know that, listen, I get it. I know that the fighting game scene embraces this, and I get it, right? But for me, I like playing Smash Brothers with like all items and all the insanity that's attached to Smash Brothers. For me, I love that. I don't know. First and foremost, what about you guys? Is this a competitive thing for you guys?
Smash Bros?
Yeah.
I love Smash Bros. I've been playing this since I was a kid, like 64 to GameCube, Melee, and then the one on the Wii U, and now I have I don't know what the last one's called, but it's just Smash Bros to me. Yeah, I love that fucking game.
What about you?
Yeah, I remember reading on Tips and Tricks. My friends was like, "Oh, this is a new game coming out on 64. It's called Smash Brothers, and you're basically fighting each other." And then the first trailer dropped with Yoshi, Donkey Kong, and Pikachu just kicking each other. It was wild, man. I would consider it both.
It's definitely
It's
a
more of a
fighting game.
yeah, it's more of a party game. But once you're like, especially if you're playing Melee, Final Destinations, no items, then you're like, okay, you freaking lean in. Because you're going 1v1ing your friends or something like that. Yeah, it's I would say it's both.
Yes, and I think you're right. I think it's one of the few games that actually is both a party and a fighting game, right? Because there's certainly people who are ridiculously special.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's people who will fuck you up every time you play.
Right.
Yeah.
But the creator of it, Sakurai, had some pretty base takes. He said, Sakurai says Japanese developers should avoid trying to appeal to Western tastes.
I agree.
Based.
Yes.
He's right.
I think they seek the uniqueness and fun of Japanese games here.
Yep.
So, Blabs, I'll let you take this and expand this out so you can read it as best as you possibly can here.
Okay, Super Smash Bros. Creator Masahiro Sakurai was recently awarded the Art Encouragement Prize from the Japanese government agencies for cultural affairs for his remarkable achievement with the Masahiro Sakurai on creating the game's YouTube channel. As part of that, he conducted an interview with NTAX, thanks Automation, in which he stressed the need for Japanese developers to focus on creating games with domestic appeal rather than trying to cater to Western tastes. When asked how Japan can keep up with booming gaming markets in regions such as China, Sakurai simply stated, "It's not really my own idea, but as an industry trend, I think Japanese people should keep pursuing the things that Japanese people like." What a revelation.
So unbelievably racist of him. It's crazy.
I 100% agree with him, yeah. He goes on to say that the success of Japanese games in the West has led many teams in the region to join a growing trend of them making Americanized works. However, he doesn't necessarily believe that Western gamers are looking for this, stating, "I think that they seek the uniqueness and fun of Japanese games," which is also true. His comment comes through as an interesting time for Silent Hill fans of all people. Although not relevant for the Switch as such, maybe the Switch 2, though, ? The recent transmission broadcast for Silent Hill F highlighted a desire to bring the series back to its Japanese roots, which series producer Motoi Okamoto stating as Silent Hill was based in the West for the longest time. It felt like the Japanese influence was fading. As such, the latest entry will be the first to take place solely in Japan. Sakurai stressed that his opinion is just one way of looking at the topic, but we think it's a pretty sound approach. We love Japanese games here at Nintendo Life because they're just so distinctly Japanese, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
If they put a black main character, I'm playing.
Yeah.
All right.
Off rip.
Well, Japanese people don't like black people. Well, that's been well established for a long time, right?
Oh.
They're scared of you.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
We're taking over your games.
We're taking over your games.
Tell you.
No, but seriously though, I think this is one of those things that we've seen with developers where they go in and they hit a new market and they go, oh, they really like our stuff. We should change it for them. And
yeah,
the reality is that they bought the game because of what it was, not what they want you to change it to, right? So I think it's very, very based of him to bring that out and say like, hey, like, and I joked about the idea of, he said, I think Japanese people should keep pursuing things that Japanese people like, right? If
or unless you want to become America.
What's that?
Unless you want to become America.
Right, exactly. And like, if Blabs went out and said, I think American people should keep pursuing the things that American people like, then some super lefty weirdo would be like, you're so racist and xenophobic.
Yeah.
But him saying, I think Japanese people should keep pursuing things Japanese people like, it's like, yeah, okay, you're right. And that's the whole idea of having an identity. Japanese people think differently than America. Like the culture is entirely different. And I don't listen, Phillip, I don't want to speak for the Asian population.
I can do that. I can do that. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm sorry. Samurai Yasuke. Yes, go ahead.
No, I'll speak for the Asian population, but what do you mean to say?
Well, whatever you like.
Arigato.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I don't know. Maybe you can speak about, I don't know. I don't want to put you in a weird spot, but maybe you can speak about the differences in culture.
Me?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I definitely can.
In terms of like Asian cultures and like in American culture, it's just like there's a reason why what's it called again? I get Pearl Studios failed, right? So Pearl Studios is a studio that the DreamWorks started with Glenn Keane, and they did it in Shanghai, and then they did a bunch of stuff for DreamWorks, and then they're like, you know what? We don't need DreamWorks. So in 2017, they made their own. They basically just separated, and they started their own studio. And then you have Nedza 2, which has made over $2 billion now in the box office. It's because they're like, we can have our own people, we can tell our own stories. We don't need American influence. And then that movie without the US has, made over $2 billion. And it's only been out for like several months, right? And it's already beat the lifetime box office earnings of The Force Awakens and Infinity War. So that's pretty huge. And when it comes to Japan, like you will never get games like Katamari or even like my favorite weird ass game. I'm not gay, by the way. Muscle March was on Wii. It's you will never get those type of games, and especially when you have like these disingenuous localization people who are like, oh, I want to change this because it doesn't make sense for our culture. It's like, and that's the reason why Japan is starting to use AI for translations and localizations.
Right.
And it's just it's okay to embrace other people's cultures. You don't have to change it to a Western standardization just because you feel uncomfortable with it.
I think, it goes back to the idea of like, I've been to Japan a couple times, and American culture is really big over there. There's a lot of girls who look at American culture and they think it's really, really great. Right. And they try to, I don't know, act American or act white or whatever, just like you see over here, where you see another culture and people try to, I don't know, act Asian or whatever. They adopt things from that culture to kind of make it their own.
I feel personally attacked.
Yeah, I was going to attack you next.
You attacked me already. You said I'm trying to act Asian. I'm not acting Asian.
True.
I'm Asian.
My bad. Sorry. I appreciate your...
I saved Japan.
That's true. You did.
That's true. That's true.
Right. But I think this is really a great statement. And, it's like, why were we in such a rush, or why was Japanese developers in such a rush to change things that were already successful to hit this new audience that the audience already liked what they were doing, so.
Well, I actually have another take too. So like over the last 5 years plus, we've seen like people go towards Japanese media, where it be anime or movies, even the games, right? And like, why is that? Because Hollywood was so bad, right? Everything coming from America was just so shit, from the games to the like music, movies, whatever. So then they go and start looking at all the Japanese stuff, and there's a huge surplus of Japanese stuff now. Like I went to the mall for the first time in years because I don't live by a mall, and it was just a huge increase in anime. Like I've never seen it before. I'm like, wow, it's really taking over here. So it's kind of like the same thing with the gaming, where like because it's becoming so popular in America that they're trying to like maybe try and make it towards Americans, but it's not. That's not what they wanted. They want it because it's Japanese and they're really interested in it. So I'm all for it, keeping it Japanese. Go for it.
Agreed. That's why on Netflix, bro, I was like, I couldn't find nothing to watch on Netflix. I bought Netflix and started watching all the Asian shows and movies. I watched a show called Sweet Home. It was amazing. So the show Alice in Borderlands, amazing. Obviously, Squid Games went crazy. Like, they have a lot of good content on there. And I used to hate, like, having to read subtitles and things like that. Parasite, great movie. Like, they out here killing it, bro. And appealing to Americans without changing.
Love it. Great. I don't know. You guys got anything to wrap that up?
Oregato.
Yeah. Yeah. Watashi wa chinchin daisuki desu.
Watashi wa, it's a song too, right?
Yeah, but don't translate that, all right? So because that's gonna be super gay. So don't translate.
Is it more gay than what you said about man, whatever it was earlier?
Muscle March?
Muscle March.
Yeah. Because so chin is basically another slang for dick.
Yes,
daisuki,
I learned that.
And daisuki means you really love it.
So wait, what?
I learned that in Japan. It's true because I went with my friends to Japan last year, and I literally like hit our drinks together, and I was like chin chin, and a bunch of Japanese men turned around, and they were like,
"You looking for chin chin? I got chin
and
chin."
my friend was, he's from Japan. One of my friends is like, "No, don't do that." I'm like, "Why not?" He's like, "That means dick," and I was like, "Huh, okay."
Who says ching ching when they cheers though? That's weird.
Chin chin. You don't chin chin.
Never. I say cheers.
Chin chin. It's a European thing, I guess.
Weird.
I think it might be. Yeah. If you guess in like Chinese and Japanese, we go like ganbai.
Yeah, like kanpai.
Yeah,
Kanpai. Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Change
Don't
to
say
American.
dick,
Change to
guy.
American.
Yeah, why don't you be American,
Yeah,
Blabs?
change it to American.
Okay.
Just say cheers like us.
Chin chin.
All right. Let's go and try to move on from that. We'll see what we can do there. All right. Let's talk Assassin's Creed Shadows, shall we? It's great.
Finally.
All right, Blabs, keep an eye out because as we're doing this, the review embargo should be lifting here in the next couple minutes. So just keep an eye out for Assassin's Creed reviews, and we'll head over to like Metacritic and see it out. But there have been a few leaks for Assassin's Creed Shadows when it comes to some of the reviews that have been put out there. And we'll see if these leaks actually line up with what's actually posted here once review embargo is hit. But so far, the reviews, one from IGN Brazil and Console Creatures have leaked, where IGN Brazil gave the game a 9 out of 10 and Console Creatures gave it an 8 out of 10. Now, I also found this over on X, where this is just from a little bit ago. They say IGN gave it a 6 out of 10. Once again, we're going to get more confirmation here in just a minute here, but this is interesting to see if this is just a shit.
Which one is it?
Right. But look at the differences here between a 10 out of 10, a 4 out of 10, a 2 out of 5, 8 out of 10. So
damn.
If this is accurate, if it's accurate, which we don't know yet, right? I can't find an IGN post anywhere about this. If that's accurate, it speaks to the polarization of the game itself. Now, Blabs, you actually did a little bit of digging, and you couldn't find the review anywhere on IGN Brazil's Instagram.
No, yeah, it doesn't exist. So I'm gonna guess that it was posted too early and was removed because obviously you weren't allowed to post at a certain time, or it could be doctored. But I'm kind of thinking it's the first one where it was just posted too early and deleted.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are in the middle of doing a live stream right now over on YouTube. And they're talking about the launch here, and they I got to be honest. I think I kind of expected them to have more than 10,000 people watching.
They're falling off, bro.
That's
obviously
pretty raw, man.
I used to love Assassin's Creed, man.
Well, I'll say this. Part of me, okay, there's been 2 delays to this game, and let's say this game comes out, and let's just say it's reviews really well. It's a really fucking good game. Part of me wants to say awesome, because you clearly took a look at the feedback from the audience saying, yo, what's that?
IGN reviews up.
It is
11 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10.
8. It really was an 8.
What's it
There
say?
you go. This is an 8. Okay, so this is from. Let me scroll all the way to the top so we see this Assassin's Creed Shadows review. It just dropped. They're posting a whole bunch of stuff on IGN. This is from Jarrett. posted 1 minute ago.
Just go to the bottom.
Yeah.
Just get the recap.
I'm just giving you the context. Keep on rolling. Here we go. Okay. Assassin's Creed Mirage returns to the stealthy style that launched this series. Doesn't do everything right, but everything it does feels like it was
Wait,
done
is it
with
Mirage?
purpose. No, this is Assassin's Creed Shadows review.
No, that says Mirage.
Yeah.
Oh, then I have to keep scrolling. Hang on. Where is it? Where's the number?
No, Blabs,
Oh, it is.
There it is.
It
Hold on.
is.
Yeah, that's Shadows right there.
Yeah.
Is
So that
Mirage
little
or
bit.
Shadow?
Okay,
This is
so the
Shadows right
above
here.
was for Mirage that they had an 8 in it, but this is for Assassin's Creed Shadows 8.
Okay, but they had the review for Mirage on the same page.
Weirdly.
Okay, that's okay. All right, fine.
It is.
That's weird.
So they gave it
Yeah.
an 8. All right.
Then they didn't explain.
Reviewed on PC and PlayStation. Review scoring. Do you click
Oh,
that?
they did a whole ass video.
Let's see. Okay, now it just goes to another thing about like, this is the wrong scoring report.
Well, let me say this really fast about this. I kind of finish my thought. If this game comes out and it is good, fucking awesome, right? I don't like games to fail, right? But if it is good, then there should be some credit given to Ubisoft for delaying it. And let's say the game was a 5 before, the changes that they made brought it up to an 8. Fucking spectacular. You've listened to your audience, and I think that's a really good thing. With that said, when the game was delayed the first time, there is a possibility that there's a lot of rumors that they were making Yasuke a lesser part of the story, because I think there will be things that happened in this that did change the story, that they that potentially could have changed the review score, whether it's gameplay elements or story elements. If they did make changes, they should be commended for it. But the truth is that we'll never know. We'll never see the light of day of what was the build looked like 6 months ago when the game was originally supposed to be released back in October, I believe. But if they took 6 months to make a change and to make it better, congratulations. I think that's exactly what you should do. And I don't know. Am I wrong in this?
No.
No,
Nope,
you're
agreed.
absolutely correct.
My thing is why I'm laughing is I don't actually believe that they fixed the game.
You think they just
Right.
delayed it?
No. I think
reviewing
a lot
bad
of these
game
reviews.
favorably.
I think these reviews are all skewered. That's my opinion.
Skewed.
Because they're
Yeah.
skewed. That's
Skewered is yeah. Okay.
Keyword.
stabbing. Yes, I think they're skewed. I don't really believe them. The only way I'll actually believe it is if I go and play for it myself, or somebody I know plays the game and I trust
It's
like their
unfortunate.
opinion.
It's unfortunate you can't trust the review. Like all
You
reviews are
can
gonna
because
be-
they've been
that's
so many
crazy.
times they've been bought out though, right? Like how many times have there been fake reviews, or they don't want to review something because it doesn't fit to the idea, so they have like a stain on it and they're like, oh well, they don't like my trans opinions, so stain, and so it's like it's things like that I'm like, I can't trust you. You're not real.
True.
Yeah.
Here it is right here. Here's your Metacritic review based off of, once again, this is all people who got it early. Here are your latest critic reviews: Gaming Trend 100, CG Magazine, Checkpoint, Combo. I haven't heard of pretty much any of these people.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
90s here.
Yeah, this is
Jeez.
paid for.
But you can see the overall score favorable, an 83 over on Metacritic. Let's take a look at the mixed reviews as well. Let's just kind of see what they say.
This is like Rotten Tomatoes buying out
yeah.
the reviews for MCU,
Mhm.
Captain Marvel, and stuff.
Well, look, when it comes to getting like reviews on embargo dates, I take these with a grain of salt, because
Mhm.
this is all your traditional access media. This is literally access media. The idea that you had your review done, uploaded to your outlet, and submitted to Metacritic in time for the review embargo to go. So you've been playing this game with access for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, whatever it may be. So, and there's this expectation that you will deliver something that is favorable to Ubisoft or the developer in this situation. Because if you don't, guess what? You may get off that list. You may no longer be access media.
Yep.
Right? So, once again, I take this with a grain of salt when it comes to any of these scores, just like we do with movies. So, ultimately, we're going to see what the Steam reviews are. We're going to see what Metacritic looks like when users go in and play it and actually, and to be clear, I think it'll be review bombed as well from a user perspective. I certainly think that's going to happen, but it goes back to why are they getting review bombed? Because of the disrespect, all the controversies around it, and I think that's totally fair. I really do. I think it's totally fair when it comes to that. Blabs say there's a Dexerto gave it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah,
Cool.
they did. I have an image for you. Here we
Well,
are.
remember IGN gave Dragon Age the Veilguard 9 out of 10.
Yes, well, and that's 100% true. You're 100% right about that. Dragon Age Veilguard was a 9 out of 10, and ultimately you can get phenomenal scores, but will people buy it? Will people play it? That's the thing we've seen with to go back to movies, the Snow White movies coming out, and they're like, it's the greatest movie ever, right? You've seen it's a return to form for Disney, but you've seen people trying to buy tickets, and there's entire theaters that are open when it comes to the new Snow White. Have you guys seen any of that?
Mm-mm.
Check this out.
Yeah.
So, on a total side note, so I've never seen anything like this in my life. Snow White opens Saturday, IMAX prime time for families in one of the busiest movie theaters in the entire DC metro area. I go to this theater all the time. I've literally never seen anything like this. This is totally open.
Not one seat.
Not one seat. So once again, you can have a game, a movie, whatever that reviews phenomenally, but ultimately, it comes down to, will it be a commercial success? There's critical and there's commercial success. And I don't know if this game will do what Ubisoft hopes it to. Now, we've talked about the review scores here, and so far the reviews have been fairly favorable. But maybe that also has to do with if you're critical of the game at all, Ubisoft is watching you, friends. They are watching, and there was a report that came out over the last day or so that Ubisoft is ready to sue players for, quote, harassing Assassin's Creed Shadows developers. So this is fucking insane to even think that this is where we're at right now. But Blabs, I would like for you to kind of start reading this while I get the rest of this queued up here.
Yep. I hope they have a clear definition of what is harassment.
Oh, we're going to get to that.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, undoubtedly one of the most divisive and controversial video games in recent history, is set to launch in just 3 days, and the entire internet, both those looking forward to the game and those critical of what they've seen so far, is buzzing with anticipation, albeit for different reasons. The game's developer Ubisoft, whose disastrous 2024 is widely regarded as the worst year in its history, and whose future might depend on the success of the new Assassin's Creed installment, is also gearing up for the release, reportedly enlisting a special team to shield Shadows developers from the imminent wave of criticism by any means necessary, including taking legal action. That's wild.
Even about that is just crazy.
Okay. In an interview with the French media outlet BFM-TV, a Ubisoft employee whose identity remained undisclosed revealed that the company has an anti-online harassment plan prepared for Shadow's release. Reportedly, the company has a dedicated team on standby monitoring networks such as Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit, and ready to act quickly in case of a targeted attack, offering psychological and legal support to employees who may be targeted. Apparently, Ubisoft is so concerned about backlash that even advised developers not to post on social media that they work at Ubisoft to avoid harassment. That's nice.
I think that says, I got to be honest, I think that says way more about Ubisoft than it does anywhere else online. The fact that they're like, listen, don't even tell people that you work here.
Like, that is bad.
That's wild, man.
Way to be proud of your employees, man.
Trying to hide their diagnosis.
Just like, no.
All right, continue, Blabs.
I've also, side note, didn't we see this kind of story like a year or two ago where they were like trying to protect the developers from some video game? I can't remember, but I swear we had something similar to this.
Yes, there have been some game companies that have talked about having anti-harassment campaigns.
Yeah.
Yes, but this is the next step here.
Yeah. Perhaps the most surprising detail, however, is the employees claim that lawyers are already prepared to file complaints in the events of confirmed harassment situations. And as is often the case with statements like this, the wording raises questions about what Ubisoft actually considers to be harassment, which is a great question here. While any reasonable person agrees that threats of violence and similar behavior are unacceptable and should be dealt with accordingly, it's clear that some are worried Ubisoft might also classify harmless online trolling and criticism of Assassin's Creed Shadows and its creators as harassment and use the lawyers as an intimidation tactic, which would be equally unacceptable. It's important to note that as of now, the existence of this team is based solely on a single anonymous source and has not been officially confirmed or denied by Ubisoft. So basically, we take this with a grain of salt for now.
Yes.
But it probably is true considering it's Ubisoft and they're insane.
Right. And it was just asking us some engagement question at the end. But
Okay.
Legendary Drops brings up the question you have, Blabs, and I think everybody has. What constitutes as harassment? You know,
Yeah.
and the idea that that's a very gray area right there. Because, listen, Flawd, you've been harassing me all day, and I got to be honest. I'm really upset about it. I think I made
That's all I do.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's all I do.
And what's funnier than all that is Jeremy D-Day Cobra says Ubisoft hired bully hunters. Like, do you guys remember bully hunters?
Yeah.
Oh, I vaguely remember this.
Great show.
Okay. For those who know, this is not a show.
Oh, it's
this
not
was
like
actually
the bully show?
Yeah, this is something that's totally different. Flawd, I need you to check this out because this is exactly what Ubisoft is doing, just with lawyers.
Here's a top-level explanation for what may happen. While our casual gamers are playing, they may experience harassment. When that happens, we'll be alerted. They'll also call on a bully hunter. A bully hunter will jump into their game and take on harassment head on. They'll hunt down and take out the perpetrator. You heard that correctly. Bully hunters will get these harassers where it hurts them the most, by beating bullies at their own game. Will it happen tonight while you are watching? We don't know, but odds are yes, since it's already happened several times in the past 4 hours.
That's right. We've been here for the
This
past.
is real?
This is a real
This
thing.
isn't a parody?
That's
This is like a Saturday Night
crazy.
Live skit.
No, this is a real thing. Have you guys never seen this before?
No.
Oh, we gotta watch this. Sorry. Listen,
I
we
thought it
talked
was
about
a
this several times on the
skit.
show. We watching this whole thing. Okay. This is, once again, put this in a legal perspective. This is literally what Ubisoft is doing right now. I think Jeremy is 100% right. So bully hunters, as a little background, this is something that was created, I don't know, probably a decade or so ago.
Obviously, it didn't work.
2018. Okay. It was bullyhunters.org. And here's an article from Polygon, which I know we're going all over the place here. Stay with us. Hit the thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Bully Hunters organization shuts down campaign after disastrous first stream, right? So the vigilante gaming group Bully Hunters went from idealistic anti-harassment campaign to a prime example of what can happen when seemingly good intentions go wrong. Bully Hunters is an initiative produced by marketing agency FCB Chicago, composed of all-female organization made up of Counter-Strike Global offensive players trying to raise awareness of in-game harassment. The Bully Hunters website described the collective as a vigilante hit squad of elite female gamers who go into CSGO when called upon, evaluate the situation, and take out an offending player if the case is determined to be severe enough. So
wait, so they just beat him in a game?
That's where it hits. That's where, hey, Flawd, as established on this live stream, that's where it hurts the most.
That's crazy. They don't even get into like a roast battle. They just come in and try to win. What if you fuck them up?
Yeah, your
If you beat
KDA,
them?
man. Your KDA is gonna drop.
So fucking phenomenal. Listen,
Like,
here we go.
They trust their skills that much. That's crazy.
I love that you're seeing this for the first time. All right, here, let's continue here.
Everything. Let's show you something that happened a little bit earlier today.
Okay, control room, can you bring up that footage, please, and hit play?
This is funny.
Okay, we are looking at the play from our casual gamer, the Rose Thorn. Let's watch what happens. Take a look.
You don't whore, learn how to play the fucking game properly. All that you still suck. You guys girls just suck at video games in general. You whore.
This is the type of harassment
That was a little much. I'm not gonna lie.
That was 100% scripted. 100%.
Oh, okay, because that was a little much, bro. Goodness.
Like the girl's just like, there isn't even a guy anywhere near her, and the guy's throwing that out. Like he's just walking out, and she's literally killing enemies. And this guy goes, "Oh, girls just suck at video games in general." Definitely not scripted, but let's go. Let's see what happens here.
This is a type of harassment that over 21 million female gamers have experienced. It was at this moment when we saw that it was not just trash talking, it was straight up harassment. So that's when the Rose Thorn, our casual gamer, decided to call on one of our bully hunters. What the Rose Thorn did in this case was use our new tool on her mobile device. We'll show you later how our tool works. But let's see what happens now.
He's just following her together.
So the bully hunter has now been alerted and should be joining the game soon. Okay, pause right there. Now zoom in to the bottom left corner.
Invulnerable.
Bully Hunter 77 is joining the terrorist force.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Oh my God.
It says our bully hunter has just entered the game. See, bully hunter 77 has joined the game. Now our victim, the Rose Thorn, and our bully hunter can communicate with one another. Let's take a look at how that plays out. Now let's zoom out and roll the footage, please.
Like, how you know you get into that game?
Right, exactly. How do you get specifically into that game?
Yeah, like you just
so
queue
much.
it up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is brilliant.
And what if
And
they're
there it
full?
is. Pause right there again, please. Now, our bully hunter has asked the Rose Thorn live in-game who is harassing her. And our victim then immediately replied. Let's
He
zoom in
did
again
it,
on the bottom
Daddy.
left.
Hold on. Look at how fast this happens. This person goes, name the bully. Let's see how fast this happens. Here, check this out. Watch down here.
And there it is. Pause right there again, please.
Like the idea that you saw that text and were able to type in the name as fast as you possibly can in 4 seconds. Okay.
Now, our bully hunter has asked the Rose Thorn live in-game who is harassing her. And our victim then immediately replied. Let's zoom in again on the bottom left-hand corner. Now, you see there, the tool connected these two, a victim with a bully hunter. Okay, so now bully hunter 77 knows the name of the harasser, and she is ready to take action.
I'm just imagining Ubisoft using the Bully Hunters app to flag down YouTubers and people on X. Like the lawyers are like, name the bully. And they're like, got it. Sounds good. We're going to go get, that they're using this Bully Hunters app to track them down. Let's see the dramatic conclusion here, Flawd.
Now we are going to switch over to Bully Hunter 77 screen to watch the hunt. Cut to that feed, please, and play it.
This is so crazy.
So we are watching our bully hunter. She knows who the harasser is, and she is on the hunt. You can still hear the harassment in the background. It doesn't stop. So now bully hunter 77 is looking for the harasser. And it looks like she's going to use her knife, folks. And there it is.
Come on,
pause
bro.
right there.
If I see you, I'm killing you. Like, I don't care if you're a bully hunter. I don't care who you are, bro. You're not making it past me, let alone finding the person you're looking for specifically in the game. Like, I'm shooting everyone I see.
It's the best.
This is so stupid.
Hey. And there it is. Here it is.
And it looks like she's going to use her knife, folks. And there it is. Just pause right there.
By the way, how does she know this guy is like, there's no name over his
That's
head?
what I'm saying. Like, you're going to find the person in the game somehow?
Can you just mute them in like? Can you just mute like voice? Like, what are these bunch of pussies, man? What the hell's going on?
That is so fucking good. So good.
Looks like she's going to use her knife, folks. And there it is. Just pause right there. Let's back up and see that again.
Oh, we get instant.
We gotta watch it twice.
Oh my god.
A brilliant knife move. Very difficult. And look right there. See in the lower left-hand corner. Let's pause that and zoom into that. Our bully hunter left the calling card message to the harasser. Harassment is not a game. Bullyhunters.org.
Just a kill? Just one kill? Oh, I died.
Just one.
I'm going to change my ways now.
You think you're going to stop him?
What? Like, what, bro? I'm going harder after that.
So good.
Yo, women are like, with these women at least, because the women I know would never, bro. Like, my mother would go crazy on them. The women I know go just as hard as men.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. Oh,
they're trying to make like, this is from when?
This is from 2018.
I wish it would have took off because I'd make it a goal just to go after the bully hunters.
Yeah,
I'd be bullying the bully hunters.
Yeah, basically just like lure them in and just spawn camp them. Like just basically it's like, oh hi, and this bunch of dudes just like chilling, just waiting for him to show up. It's like, all right, someone say something really bad in voice chat.
Right. You just like everybody just goes to the chat room. Say the most horrible expletives ever.
Someone report. Someone bring in the bully hunter, and then we'll all just catch him.
How many false flags do you think would happen where people download the bully hunter app just to troll?
Just to troll them. Join my game. I need help. I'm playing hardcore search, and just kill them right when we get in the game, bro.
Like the idea is, and you go back to that article. They're like, "This is noble intentions." It had noble intentions, but like it got. Who fucking thought this through? And they never played a video game ever. They're like, oh yes, this will be a noble thing. We'll get great publicity for this. It'll be excellent. Anyways,
just focusing on women. 21 million women are harassed. Like
every day,
I get harassed every time I join the game. Every single time I get harassed.
Well, let's bring this all the way back to Ubisoft, who truly are the bully hunters here. The bully hunters when it comes to those mean bullies on YouTube and on X who say those mean, bad things about things. And so, look, I put a tweet out about this. I just said,
it's even worse than bully hunters.
I don't disagree with you. When you send fucking a legal team after people. I said, dear Ubisoft, this is what everyone calls a bitch move. I'm not saying that as harassment, but simply as criticism of this bitch move that you've made trying to curtail mean words or feelings directed at your product. Now, if I was to hypothetically say that your company is a laughingstock and you burned all good graces with the gaming community and pretty much an entire country, hi, Japan, that still wouldn't be harassment. Only facts, as that's what's happened very publicly. But if I was to hypothetically say that your company is filled with pee-pee poo-poo heads, that may be considered harassment. But I want to be clear, that's not what I'm saying. Your company is definitely not filled with pee-pee poo-poo heads. You are, in fact, the company with the least number of pee-pee poo-poo heads. You have so few pee-pee poo-poo heads at your company that you definitely are not on the verge of ruining everything you built with another financial flop and are not looking for a way to find a way to stay in business with Tencent Games, who also is definitely not filled with pee-pee poo-poo heads. Good luck with your non-pee-pee poo-poo head launch on Thursday. I'm positive it's going to go amazing. Sincerely, everybody.
Pee-poo poo heads.
There was a lot of pee-pee and poo-poo heads in that. I didn't think I would ever hear as an adult.
No,
another adult.
But they're not pee-poo poo-poo heads.
They're not, Blabs. Stop with your harassment. And if anybody would like to file a lawsuit against the blatant harassment that Blabs just did, you can DM her. Blabbering C over on X.
X don't give it to you.
Right. Actually, they're going to give it to you, Blabs, for your harassment.
Cease and desist.
Point that out. That's rough. So hey, if we can all I'll tell you, if we can all just stop down for a second, have a moment of silence for number one, the bully hunters, and two, for the harassment that Ubisoft is about to receive for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Thank you.
We need like the trumpet, the very sad trumpet music.
Wow.
Yeah, I got that. Hold on. Let's see, where's that at?
No, I was doing like the hymns when they play when someone dies, like in the military and stuff.
Taps?
All right. Yeah, taps. Yes.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. Hey, Dirtus King came into the 10, says items in Smash Brothers is cringe. Super Smash Brothers brought Fire Emblem to the West. And for that, I will always have love for this fighting game. I got good with my favorites, and it is why F-Zero games still have fans. There you go. Thanks, Dirtus King. Appreciate that. Speedy Cake came into the 10, says, also, Blabs, here's some more big words to stumble over. Go ahead, Blabs.
Okay. Indefatigable, inviolable, indemnity, irascibility, incongruity, and lastly, inconsistency.
You did better than I could have. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's true.
Miku came into this. Go ahead, Phillip.
Toro arigato, Mr. Flabato. Himitsu wo shitai believe in CCP supremacy. Death towards the shit. Works hard. Death eligible. Death to size grower. We will name the chicken grower. Wah wah wah.
What the fuck was
Wow.
That was ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
That's supposed to be LGBT.
It's an LGBT. Okay,
It's
I have no idea.
LGBT in reality.
Okay, yeah, LGBT. Okay, oh my
And
god.
supremacy. Yeah, that would have been rough for anyone. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been rough for anyone.
Oh man.
Wow. Thank you, Miku, for that. That's incredibly awkward. Naranja Rojo says, forgot to type my message, but late to the stream. Nintendo Life just put out a statement saying Sakurai says Japan devs should stop trying to appeal to Western sensibilities. Yeah, saw that, talked about it just a little bit ago, but glad you're here. Thank you very much. Marius came in and says, given the state of gaming journalism these days, I'll wait for the actual player reviews. 1000%. Salon came in and says, leave Ubisoft alone. Poor virtue signaling corpos. Someone call the cyber police. Yes. Thank you for that. Bizarre Star came in with the 999 says, it's so crazy. Even if this worked out, they said it would have, it's what's the stop. Hold on. It's so crazy. Even if this worked out, how they said it would, what's to stop someone from falsely accusing another person of being a bully? Like I could tell them that Blabs was bullying me.
Fact,
100%.
they didn't even check it. Facts. You
Yeah.
just hit up the thing. You're just like, yeah, they bullied me. Come in.
Yep. So hey, guess what?
Sounds like the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Just yell at somebody and
Yeah, he did this.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's fired and canceled
We
now.
don't need any proof.
Yeah, you could be griefing in the game, and then like all of a sudden it's like, oh, get him out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, set it up.
all right. Hey, we got great news. Montez has been hit. Our super chat goal has been hit. Delta, you get to pick. So let us know what you like. I did set a new goal up for Montez Slam 2. Let's see if we can hit that today. I did want to hit this Mark Rober story, but I may hold off on that because we, friends, actually have some breaking news. This is not what I expected to see today. Exclusive. Daily Wire CEO Jeremy Boering to step down.
It's about time. He was running his mouth a little bit too much.
You think so?
Yeah. And the Brett Cooper situation, yeah, he needed to get up out of there, to be honest. He got power went to his head.
Brett Cooper actually tweeted a response to this. Just a little
vindication is what it should have said.
So I actually know nothing about this. What happened with him and Brad?
That's why she left. She left because of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's actually check this out here. It says Jeremy Boering, co-founder of the Daily Wire, is stepping down from his role as co-CEO to focus on creative projects for the company. Wait, hold on. He's stepping down from his role as co-CEO to focus on creative projects for the company.
Oh, so he's just going to be directing?
Yeah, he's still an advisor, but he's no longer co-CEO. The other guy, Caleb Robinson, will become the full CEO effective immediately.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's not going to save Daily Wire, to be honest.
Why it matters. Boering has been with the Daily Wire since its inception in 2015. He helped grow the outlet from a tiny news startup with 4.7 million in seed funding to a giant media giant valued at north of $1 billion last year. Okay, hey, I want to be really clear, right? Look, I think the Daily Wire did some really, really good things, and I think they will continue to do some good things. I think they've also done some really fucking stupid things as well. But you can't argue with the impact that they've made, right? They have definitely made an impact.
They were huge at one point, but
they still are, right? They still are huge.
They're not as big as they were.
Right. I'll say this. I think there's a hole in the media space specifically for gaming, right? And I think I've said this on the show before. I think Daily Wire is fucked up by not having a gaming show. I think that Blaze has fucked up by not having a gaming show. I think these are all neglected spaces. I think that's a hole that we can fill. And that's what we're looking to do with Side Scrollers Plus. Like I said, we are investing in content this year. That's what we're doing. We think that there's a hole for that for just normal people who like to watch gaming stuff and want premium content. I think there's a hole for that. So we're gonna try to fill that hole here with what we're doing over at Side Scrollers. So anyways, State of Play, Caleb Robinson, the company's founding CEO, will become the company's full-time CEO effective immediately. They've been co-CEO since 2019. In a note to staff, Boering said he will remain with the company in an advisory role. He will continue to host Daily Wire Backstage, blah, blah, blah. He will focus full-time on creative projects, including the completion of the Daily Wire TV series, The Pendragon Cycle, in which he serves as director and executive producer. Okay, so there's that. Most notably, he's overseen the creation of Daily Wire Plus, subscription service, and BentKey, a subscription streamer for kids. Well, I totally forgot about that BentKey thing.
Did that ever take off?
I don't
That's when
know.
Brett Cooper was playing Snow White.
I think that's just it, right? Like, when it comes to, like, we haven't heard anything about that.
They just dropped a trailer and they're
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Right.
I think they canceled it.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely canceled now because she's no longer a part of it. But yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that advertisement for like that Brent Key, whatever the hell it was called.
Key, yeah.
I was like, cool, an alternative, nice. And then like I never heard anything about it ever again.
Yeah. It just kind of came and went real fast. They said they invested a shit ton of money in that. So that's interesting to say the least. And I mean, the fact that he's staying with the company, I was listening to some sort of interview a while back with somebody from Daily Wire, and they were talking about how Jeremy Boring was like the creative one, and Ben Shapiro was kind of the business guy, but somehow along the way their roles got shifted and flipped. So Boring apparently is naturally a creative guy, and he was doing the CEO stuff like more so out of necessity. So it makes sense for him to kind of more or less return to his roots, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. I think that you can't argue with what they've done, but you can't argue with things that they have done, if that makes sense.
What they haven't done as well.
Yeah. They definitely fumbled the ball by like messing around with Brett Cooper and like her show and stuff, and just bringing in a person that no one really liked.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they didn't have an opportunity to like her because, like anybody put in that situation would be set up to fail. And I blame it on Daily Wire.
It's fucked up they grabbed her friend. Like, they shouldn't have put her friend in that place and then fired her. That shit is crazy. Like, you're asking to be hated. That's like a heel move.
Yeah.
Wait, they fired the friend?
No, they fired Brett and then replaced her with her friend.
Really? I'm like, what? They fired her too?
Yeah, no. She got the job, which is like, okay, so you're just like, y'all look like snakes.
Yep.
Yeah. She has like her views like they don't even come close to the original amount of views that Brett gets.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty raw, man. Pretty raw.
Damn.
Well, I guess they need to figure out what's going to happen and how that's going to shift the company. I'm sure they've been talking about this for months. And
Andrew Tate said that Jordan Peterson is having issues with them too.
Oh yeah?
I don't know how true that is, but he said that. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. All right. Well, Delta came in, by the way. It says if I win the pick for some reason, let me hear the moon one. If not, tell the winner that they're a sucker for beating me. Well, Delta, you are the winner, and congratulations. We have Montez on the OG, the moon.
Let's go.
Bitch.
Excellent job.
She punched the shit out of him, though. She did.
She deserved that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, coming up after this story, we are going to be making our way over to Side Scrollers Plus for our call-in show. I just talked about how we're looking to fill a hole here with what we're doing. And I'll tell you what, we don't have $4.7 million in funding. I'm going to tell you that right now. All right, so your help and you being a supporter over at Side Scrollers Plus is what's going to help us do that. I said we have a lot of things to announce here very, very soon. We look forward to announcing them. So head over to sidescrollersplus.com. Use promo code PLUS to get a discount and support your boys and your girls. And then pop in for the call-in show here in just a little bit. And where you can ask questions of our Assassin's Creed friends here below us, which is good. By the way, yes, I agree, Phillip. You do look like you're just like if you were to turn off your lights. Actually, you turn off all lighting except for your
face.
Floating. I think that'd be great. So
I think it'll just be like it's not that dark.
Okay. You got that light in the background. I think it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while you get that squared away, and while we see just your little eyes, that's good.
They are tiny.
Little eyes is crazy.
That's rough. I didn't even mean that, right?
That's his new name. What's up, little eyes? How you doing? Jesus.
Little eyes.
That's all like I said.
Wild.
Oh, you little eyes.
Little eyes and blood.
So sorry.
Ninja vanished. All right. Let's talk about this Mark Rober story. Do you guys know who Mark Rober is, first and foremost?
Yeah.
You guys see this guy?
YouTube legend, to be honest. I'm not going to lie.
I agree. This is a dude who has done some pretty amazing things on YouTube. Blabs, have you ever seen Mark Rober before?
I don't think I have, but maybe I have.
Okay. What about you there, Phillip?
I need to see his face.
What?
Okay.
You guys don't know Mark Rober?
I need to see his face.
Listen,
Mark
little
Rober.
eyes and I need to see his face before we put a name to it, okay?
There he is. 65 million subscribers.
Okay, yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah, former NASA engineer. He has this thing called Crunch Labs, which, by the way, I think is a really cool thing. Right?
He's a good creator, except for this shit that just happened, like that people are going in on him about.
He went viral for the glitter bomb.
Yeah.
Pranks where he puts glitter bombs in, and his videos are really well done. I mean, they're great. But he's in a little bit of controversy right now, and this is a Twitter thread which kind of runs the whole thing down. It says this is Mark Rober. He spent years building up one of the strongest reputations in social media, loved by tens of millions of followers. Yesterday, he obliterated it in one 18-minute video. It's a story of greed, deception, and cowardice. Here's the story of what happened.
23 million views on that tweet.
Yes, people are very interested in this. It says Mark is a longtime YouTuber who spent years accruing over 65 million subscribers. He filmed wildly entertaining videos, testing the limits of physics and tech. He was Mr. Beast before there was Mr. Beast. Yesterday, he let money, politics, and greed get in the way of that. And this will be, I want to come back to this statement because I don't know if all this is true because, we'll see. We'll see. Let's go and continue. Mark put out a video titled, "Can You Fool a Self-Driving Car?" The concept of the video is simple. Drive a Tesla in full self-driving mode on the road where there's a wall painted like a road. See if the Tesla cameras see the wall and cause the car to stop. Harmless enough, right? Wrong. The video was filled with deception, lies, and illegal, undisclosed advertising. In the video, the Tesla does not detect the wall and goes right through it. On top of that, there's a kid mannequin that gets absolutely nailed. But there's a few things Mark doesn't tell you. First of all, he lied about full self-driving. He didn't even use full self-driving. He used autopilot, which even Tesla admits is an older, not as strong technology. But even worse, he deactivates it right before he hit the wall. In a sneaky maneuver, he moves the wheel to deactivate autopilot.
That's crazy.
They've gone through and they've gone through frame by frame to notice all these things. It says, but why would he so purposely slander and attack Tesla like this? Oh yeah, he's working with a LiDAR company, which he illegally never disclosed. In fact, on its first trading day since the video was posted, the LiDAR company's stock is up over 27%, over $50 million. It says, now there is a premium here. It says the description does mention this in its entirety. It says thanks to Luminar, and this is actually in the video description here. And it's
an ad. The video basically is an ad.
It says on top of that, he lies about other sponsors. He regularly shills Google Pixel phones. In the video itself, he shows you a Pixel filming the video. Look close enough to the reflection on the Tesla. He's actually filming with an iPhone and edited the shot to look like a Pixel.
Wow.
65 million.
That's so stupid.
Yes. 65 million subscribers, 500,000 X followers, a pristine reputation, all that destroyed for a payday. If you're a creator, this is the ultimate lesson in ethics and responsibility. It takes years to build a reputation and moments to destroy it forever. The backlash since has been unrelenting. His video is being bombarded with dislikes. Social media is in uproar about his lies. He was even forced to put out a follow-up video. One issue, the video had completely different footage from his original video. More lies.
Wow.
This guy's wilding.
He sold his soul. He betrayed his country by attacking the most American car-made company in the world. He deceived his entire audience, all for a paycheck. Let this be a warning to all creators out there. It's never worth risking your reputation for a couple bucks. I hope you learned some lessons, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. And look, that's a very slanted way of putting things. And I think if you talk to Mark Rober, he would tell you something entirely different. But there have been people who have done through and actually tested this theory, guys, as far as would a full self-driving car hit a transparent wall? How do I know? Well, guess what? It's on the internet right here. So here's this is done over in China, I guess, maybe Japan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Douyin is China. Yeah.
Okay. So look at what they do here with a full self-driving car here.
他直接变道吗？他根本不走啊！对啊，他
Feel so at home.
Yeah, feels good, huh? But you can see the wall here, right? And it's meant to blend in as well.
他直接变道吗？他根本不走啊！对啊，他不走那里啊！但是没办法，他只能用那个他的 FSD 来走一下这个。
It avoided the wall.
他
50 feet away.
他直接不去了啊！他不去啊！他就不去。
So you can see over and over again, right? Like this is a thing that clearly was misleading. And I think that's kind of the saddest part about this is you have, this video over on his channel has 13 million views right now. 13 million views on this, and it's more or less propaganda. And like I said, I've watched Mark Rober for a long time. And it's funny to see the comments down below of these videos. Is making enemies with Tesla and with Disney in one video here. Mark's next video title, can you engineer your way out of a lawsuit? Because that's the one thing that people have been saying is that like people need, like Tesla could potentially sue him for this, and it could potentially be the end of his career. So, going back to the initial statement of like, could this potentially be politically motivated because obviously people are really upset at Tesla's right, or Elon, I say people, a fringe minority are very upset at Elon Musk right now. You see the firebombing of Tesla stuff. You see everything going on there. I mean, do you think this is politically motivated, or is this just deceptively edited?
I feel like that would hurt his cause if it's politically motivated, because people on the internet are sleuths, and when they figure out that he's lying, it like strengthens Elon's reputation. It makes him look bad. It looks like it's a slander attack against Elon. So I don't know. Maybe if he's that stupid to like ruin his own reputation and try to make Elon look bad because he's grasping at straws that don't even exist, then I don't know. I just feel like he's smarter than that. I think it has to just be money.
Yeah, I think it's money. It's because like it's like, how stupid can you be? Like whenever you take control over the like even autopilot, like it's sort of like the Chinese video when it's basically, it sort of gets like sort of like stiff, right? And then when you turn it, you sort of jerk it, it goes doo doo. It tells you like you're getting off of autopilot. So it's sort of like you like it's so disingenuous. It's because it actually has the autopilot like symbol, the steering wheel symbol. So like why would you do that? Like you don't think people is gonna be watching you, especially like with his following. People are gonna scrutinize everything that he's doing on screen. So it feels like I don't think it's politically motivated, because I'm trying to go to his followers right now, like his followings, and I don't see like he's following anyone that's like super political.
Yeah.
So I don't think it is. I think it's just money. At least that's why I see.
Yeah, it does. I agree too. I think that it's just maybe I'm just trying to give him too much benefit of the doubt, but I do think that it's more of a poor timing, I think, when it comes to that. But he definitely said, if he's truly a big part of that other company, then the LiDAR company, then hell, man, that's pretty fucked up. And
he hurt them and himself.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. We are going to head over to our post show in just a minute, but first we got to get all of our super chats in. Once again,
I had to pee.
You go pee. And while Flawd goes pee, and we get all these super chats squared up ready for you guys. Guys, thank you very much for your support today. I would love if you took the next step. Once again, head over to Side Scrollers Plus. Open up a new tab right now. Join us. Use promo code PLUS for the discount on annual membership. If you want, you can be a monthly member. That's totally fucking great too. Would love that. We currently have 313 members right now. We are our goal next is our first goal is 500. If we get to 500 plus members, we will go on Twitch and burn that shit down. We haven't streamed on Twitch in almost over a year, and we're gonna go stream on Twitch one time. We're gonna do all the things you shouldn't do on Twitch and just get that channel banned. It's gonna be great. Like say men can't be women. It's gonna be awesome. So with that said, open up a new tab right now. Use promo code PLUS. Blabs, what do we got for Super Chats?
Okay. Crazed Ling for 5. Did we get this one? Yeah,
No,
we did. Streamer is not clearing for me. Womp womp. B Barry for 2 says, hello, Craig, Boering, Corrector, and Flawd. That's my best Phil impersonation. I hope I did it justice. Let me clear some out.
Perfect.
Thank you. All right. Flawd. This is for Flawd. I'll come back to it. Okay. Miner for 5 says, "What's watermelon? Stay
Show enough."
There you go.
All right, that works.
Gotcha.
And keep going hard, samurai. Thank you. Joey says, "How do you mix up Cody Rhodes with Brock Lesnar?" Simple. Everyone to me is Cody Rhodes.
That's crazy because Cody Rhodes is overrated.
Listen. Blabs, you are fired because of a Katamari. Listen, I feel like Mercy just comes in every day to tell me I'm fired for another thing, and it's fantastic. Luigi for 1 says, it was about time that Flawd and Phil returned to host the podcast. Blabs and Craig make good sidekicks. I can't even read my name. Thank you very much. Mute for 1 says, we're most important. Hug Me Rudy says, Ground Zeroes was released in 2014. Scowls at Blabs. Okay.
You're muted.
Just disconnected me. Am I on the wrong mic? No, I'm good still. Okay. Yeah. Nate for 5 says, damn it, that's crazy. I was just playing 4 Words on Switch with my brothers last week. Can't believe it's that old. Mercenary says, I remember when Gabe from Valve said he was the VP of sharpening things. Luigi says, do you think April 2nd will be the announcement of another announcement for when the Switch 2 will be released? Or do you think Nintendo will actually show games, hardware, and a release date?
I think that it will probably be like, here's the games, here's the hardware, here's the release date.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be that.
I think they're actually going to announce that. Okay, thank you for that. Maverick says, I grew up playing NES Tetris with Mom and actually like Tetris 2 more myself, but can't replace the feels from those tunes. Thank you for sharing that. Zorax says, I need both Flawd and Phil to throw up middle fingers for my collection. All right, gents. Everyone else? Yay! Okay, thank you. Marissa says, if they redact anything, it is martial law time. All right. Cool down over there.
He's fucking bugging. Chill out.
Damn.
Bro.
Damn.
Ranger George says, they might release the JFK files, but does anyone believe it's going to be the real truth? Same with MLK and Malcolm X. And everyone who knew is dead. Antipathy says, Epstein and JFK files, sick of them not being released so they can remove or hide. Thank you. All right, Dan, Evil Robot says, I've always loved stories historical, finally showing the revealed about the John F. Kennedy's assassination. Thank you. Ryu says, also Bleach Rebirth of Souls on Friday. The Worthy One says, what's up, Craig? What's up, Rush Hour 4? Nice to see you guys. What's up, Blabs? Looking very pretty today. Not flirting, just observant. Thank you, Worthy One. Mercenary says, I always considered Final Fantasy X2 to be the swimsuit of the Final Fantasy games. If you know, you know. Those girls in outfits. Yum.
That's true.
Harold for nothing. Thank you, Harold. Bentley says, to be honest, Flawd looks more like a monk. Flawd is a Netflix version of Friar Tuck.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Bike Short says, why Flawd look like a discounted Goku cosplayer that lost his wig?
Fucked up.
Bruh. Soul Silver
Kind of
says,
right.
Flawd looks like a product from Bad Dragon, with which MC Visa supports more than Japan, which they're trying to censor manga online stores. Thank you very much.
Never heard of it.
Sweetie Cake says, I saw an article earlier today, Craig, stating that Western Australia might get its very own slice of Americana and that we might get a Chuck E. Cheese restaurant in Perth City. I don't know, man. I don't think you really want Chuck E. Cheese. They're not that great.
Yeah, you should get, you should look for Dave and Buster's. Ask them for Dave and Buster's.
It's a little bit better, yeah. Mercenary says, I can't stand it when I played Smash with friends because they all want no items. I find that fun. One-on-one, for sure, but you need items beyond that. Thank you. Kill says, Americans love Japanese shit for being Japanese. Yeah. Soul Silver says, I never asked for cartoons on my anime. I never asked for comics in my manga. I never asked for Western games on my Japanese games. Enough is enough. Thank you very much. Narano says nothing, but I love the avatar. Thank you. Empause says, Flawd looks adorable and Phillip looks like he's playing cosplay noob Cybot.
I'll take it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Luigi, for one, says the worst thing that Sony could do was close Sony Japan studio. They really made great games or published awesome games. They ruined it by having the headquarters in California. It all went down to hell. Thank you very much. Cyberchat said, this is what side scrollers rewind. This is what makes side scrollers the #1 video game podcast. Having 2 Japanese guests to speak about the Assassin's Creed situation. That's right.
Facts. Very Japanese.
Marmalin says some of the older anime directors have warned of the influence of the bankroll the American companies offer. They need to heed that warning. Rebound says, I want this game to sink Ubisoft. Yes, I'm petty.
Yeah, that was petty.
Yeah, a little bit, bro. Targa says, Craig, did you see the announcement for CS Legacy? So actually, that's been in the document for the last 2 days, and we just never got to it. Miner says, look up It's the Gundam video on Bully Hunters. That's where the comedy is. Thank you very much. Bully Hunters was marketing for SteelSeries and nothing else. Thank you, Mew. Baron says, look up Chris Ray's gun video on this mess. Thank you.
Wait, was it really marketing for
SteelSeries?
Yeah, SteelSeries.
I don't know. Have to confirm that one. Fact check. Mercenary says Bully Hunters equals staged and falsehood and open to lawsuit. Mercenary also says, I bet if this was real, Bully Hunters were using nothing but cheating software like hackers to harass you. Ryu says Bully Hunters wouldn't like the Sergeant Hartman voice pack for Call of Duty. Minor for one says the purple hair is named Zombie Unicorn. Her whole thing was painting her naked breast on Twitch. That's all she did back then. Wow, the more you know. Saint says, oh, this one's for Phillip.
Oh no, I know what that is. Boku no Pico Daisuki. No, Boku no Pico Daisuki Janai. All right.
Yeah.
No.
What does that mean?
So Boku no Pico is it's one of those animes that you don't want to watch involving tiny little kids.
Oh no.
It'll be banned in Texas soon.
Yep, that's true.
Marius says, don't worry, Blabs. I'm definitely not going to ask you to say indistinguishable again.
Oh,
indistinguishable. Did I do it?
Indistinguishable.
Yes.
It's a hard word.
I don't even know if you said it right.
Erikai says, why did no one call it Assassin's Creed Samurai? I think it's a banger. Baron says,
when does it come out?
2 days from now.
Yeah, all right, I'm getting it.
No, you gotta play Yasuki Simulator. That's even more fun.
What is that?
That's the parody game. It's hilarious. It comes out the same day. It's
you can use a
genius.
gun.
Yeah, you can. Oh, dude, you can
Nice.
ride bikes. And it's wild.
I'm gonna play that.
Baron says, yeah, fill that hole, Craig. Dear me.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Howdy, folks. Gaming. Nothing says we have confidence in our product like threatening lawsuits against people who might be mean to your devs over said product. Hardened Soul says, Tesla is Luminar's biggest customer. It's used on prototype cars to validate FSD and SpaceX. Shake my head. B Swizzle says, Flawd dressed like a glizzy.
I can see it. That's fucked.
A little bit. That's kind of wild.
Blue glizzy.
Mercenary says, I have no chill anymore. I don't think you ever had chill, Mercenary. And Soul Silver says, Bad Dragon is a dildo online store flaws. Wow. The more you know.
You saying I look like a dildo?
I think
That's crazy. I don't look like a dildo.
There's one more question from Future on Plus for 2 says, Flawd, do you have a favorite Tom McDonald song? If so, which one?
Probably no response.
Excellent. Well,
mine is the one with Blair White for no other reason.
Snowflake. Snowflakes.
All right, let's go ahead over to Side Scrollers Plus. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. You guys over on Kick, we'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for being here. You guys over on Rumble, you guys go check it out over at Side Scrollers Plus. Thank you guys very much. And you guys over on YouTube, appreciate you guys. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got to go get it. You guys have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
There it is.
Yep.
Appreciate you guys popping